Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain the difference between the deontology and virtue ethics. Two important ethical theories that help the people decide what is right or wrong. Although both theories try to guide moral behavior, they use different approaches. And deontology focuses on following duties and moral rules, is why virtue ethics emphasizes on developing good character and moral virtues. Okay, and in this presentation, I will define both theories and compare them and explain the practical example to show how each one solves this ethical dilemma. What is deontology? Deontology is an ethical theory based on duties and moral rules. According to the perspective, an action is considered right and follows ethical principle, and regardless is the consequence. And because one of the most famous philosophers associated with the theory in Immanuel Kant, he, he believed the people should always act according to universal moral laws and perspective buried in human beings. For example, telling the truth is considered a moral duty, even if telling the truth creates negative consequences. In a simple words, theology asks the question, I'm doing the right thing according to my moral duty? What is the virtue ethics? Virtue ethics is different because it focuses on the person instead of the action itself. The theory comes mainly from Aristotle, who believed that ethical behavior depends on developing good character through virtues and honesty, and courage, generosity, responsibility, and kindness. And instead of kind, what is the rule should I follow? Virtue ethics asks what would a good and the virtuous person to do in the situation? The goal is to become an excellent person by the practice positive habit throughout a life. Okay, in comparison, one, two, three, four, and one, prudence versus character, and two, duty versus virtues, and three, sound purpose, and four, moral decision. Okay, now let's compare the theories. One important similarity that's about seek to help the people make ethical decisions and encourage moral behavior. However, their focus is different. Theology emphasizes duties, obligations, and the universal rules. It evaluates whether an action is morally correct according to the stability and principles. And virtual ethics emphasizes the virtual character and virtues, or is evaluates the whether a decision reflects the qualities truth and honestly, and wisdom and honestly, and the wisdom and compensation and the integrity. In simple terms, and the Deontology has and what should I do or why virtue ethics acts and what kind of a person should be. Practical example. Imagine that your best friend shares during a university exam that I asked you to keep in secret. According to the ontology, cheating the violates academic rules, so reporting in the situation would be that morally correct action because following ethical duties in the priority. And according to the virtue ethics, the focus is on a coax in action and with honestly in the responsibility. And virtue the person might encourage the friend to admit the mistake and accept responsibility and learn from the experience while still showing and compensation. Although both the approach might lead to similar decisions, They justify use decision in the different ways. In conclusion, deontology teaches that ethical behavior depends on following moral duties and universal principles. Virtue ethics teaches that the ethical behavior comes from developing good characters and practicing virtues in everyday life. And but theories are the evaluate because they provide the different ways of thinking about moral problems and help and become more responsible decision makers. Thank you very much for your attention.